Hello and welcome back to episode 61 of Unknown to World Known. We're back with Queen's Park Rangers, and of course, we are champions. Since you were last with us, we went on to draw 2-2 with Hull. I believe that was in the last episode, actually. And then we beat Walsall 5-1 and beat Reading 3-0, which means going into the final day, we play MK Dons, who are already relegated, with the chance to get the most points ever scored in the championship's history. Out of interest, most goals in a season, I can't see that, but we are on 105. That feels like it's probably close to the record at the very least. Most team goals, 105 for us this year, but that doesn't answer the record in history. Can't see it, so let's not worry about that. What we're going to do today is play this game against MK Dons and then do a season review. Let's hop into the game and see how we're going to line up for the final game of the season. Okay, so we're back for the game against MK Dons now, and we're going with a lineup of fully players that we own. So we go with Effenberger in goal, Menster at right back, Konstantopoulos and Charles at centre back, Tripadelli at left back, Masengo and Casata as our holding midfielders, Coyle on the right, Forson on up front, Rue on the left, and then Chris Manning getting a chance up front. After impressing off the bench in the couple of games that we've played off camera, I think he got a goal in each of them coming off the bench, so it only seems fair to give him a start. We have got a fair few of the lone players on the bench, Shortire, Scarlett, Geraldo. We are going to be trying to get them back on loan next year, particularly Geraldo and Scarlett. But I thought, well, end of the season, we might as well test out the players that we are guaranteed to have an option on keeping next year and see if they have a place in what will be a Premier League team. As Casata breaks now, bringing the ball upfield with him, plays it across to Manning, who gets a goal and continues to impress. Admittedly, that looked a little bit like the goalkeeper might have been partially to blame, but nevertheless, it does end up in the back of the net as Casata made a long run, plays it across to Manning. Bit of a deflection there as well from the looks of it, as well as the poor goalkeeping, but it doesn't matter how they go in. We've now got a corner which Coyle is going to whip in towards the near post, and Charles is there and puts it in the top corner, making it 2-0. And it looks like we are going to be ending the season as the team that gets the most points in championship history, MK Dons. They've got fans here. The rest of the stadium hasn't bothered to turn up. We're going to praise the team. We've had a strong start here, and hopefully we can keep it up. Maybe Manning can get an extra goal or two. We'll see Scarlett come off the bench soon because, well, during the second half, just to, give him that appreciation. We might try and bring him on alongside Manning so that Manning can keep going and have his first full 90 minutes for us. As Avery is forced to play it back, and Manning intercepts brilliantly there. And he's hit the post. I thought that was going in. And that was really unfortunate for Manning there. We're going to just fire them up, keep them going. Forson wasn't happy with it, and we are going to make our first change with Chair coming on through the middle and Forson moving out to the right hand side, where Coyle's not been having the strongest of games. And now, with 20 minutes to go, we're going to send Chair out onto the left so that Scarlett can come up front alongside Manning, and hopefully we can get a goal from Scarlett or Manning just to round the game off. We're going to fire them up again. Why not? Chair playing it back to Effenberger, who's become well established over Christensen now, and they've both kind of accepted their new roles. Christensen did come to me at one point, and I said he was going to be a cup goalkeeper moving forward, and he said he was fine with that. We may look to sell him if he's, depending on what he's worth, because I think Effenberger is going to be a much better goalkeeper in the long term. The ball headed on by Manning towards Scarlett, who beats his man, but then a good save from the McDon's goalkeeper. We've got a corner though, and Chair's going to whip this one in, and it's headed away. And now with 10 minutes to go, we might look to make our final change as it's headed away. Chair's got space to pull away from his man, and he's got a run on the defender, and we've got plenty of chances to score here, and Chair goes it alone. That was a bit disappointing to see, and I think what we'll do as well is we'll send Sage on for the last few minutes of his QPR career. I've got no intention of keeping him over the summer, if I'm being honest. He's very versatile, but he's just never actually come into the team, really. Chair, with a long run, taking him to the right-hand side of the pitch, plays it back to Masengo, who strikes it but hits it just over the bar. And we're into the final 10 minutes. And it looks like it's just going to be a 2-0 win for us. Hopefully we don't concede a silly goal here. Casata gets it forward towards Scarlett, and then it's played back through for Scarlett. And it's 2-on-1, and Scarlett gets his goal, the 41st of the season, his 100th goal of his career. And what a couple of seasons he's had with us. Look at this, absolutely smashes it past the keeper. And you'd have to say, player of the season has got to be Scarlett. We're just going to tell them, well done. They did all that was required. We've got the maximum points in league history. We're champions. We are Premier League. And next year, we've got 40 million to spend to try and strengthen this team, as well as anything we get in sales as well. So let's head and see if we can get a season review. And here we are for the season review, and there is our Sky Bet Championship trophy. So let's have a look what they thought of the players we bought in. Ronaldo getting a C+. He came in and did a job for us. He didn't play much. Came in January. Konstantopoulos getting a C, which I think is a bit harsh. He came in and really solid, made our defence even more solid than it already was, and with Mumin leaving as well. Coyle with a C+. B minus for Harkin, B plus for Rue, and an A plus for Forson. I think Forson's going to get a lot better over the next year or so now that he's got a proper full season to bed in. They're not particularly happy with Masor leaving, but he wanted to leave. Everyone else kind of getting C's. C plus for Mumin for the profit. They're not happy with Manuel going, but oh well. Season results. So we were expected to finish 15th. We ended up winning the league. The board wanted us to get top half. We've absolutely smashed that out of the water. Dane Scarlett with 35 goals in the season. In the FA Cup, we got knocked out by Manchester United, but that was in the 5th round, and it's Manchester United, that's fine. Carabao Cup, knocked out by Leicester City again. We took them all the way, if I remember correctly. I think we took them to extra time, and it's Leicester City, their Premier League team. So I can't really complain much. Our biggest win, 6-1 against MK Dons earlier in the season. 5-0 against Brentford was our match to remember. And our goal of the season actually coming in that game against Leicester. So here we have the goal that Scarlett scored. He takes it inside and then absolutely blasted it into the top corner. Very nice finish from Scarlett, getting goal of the season there. Moving on to finances, our sponsorship going up just a little bit, broadcast revenue dropping slightly, corporate and hospitality dropping even more slightly, competition prize money dropping quite a bit. I'm guessing that's because we only reached the 5th round and lost there, although we did win the championship, so that still seems odd. Match day down slightly, which again is a bit odd considering the success that we've had this year. Top shirt sales are Chair, Casata, Gallego, Harkin, and Fulton, although that doesn't seem to take into account loan players, as I found out shortly after the season review last year. How we lined up, let's see how accurate we find this. Effenberger, yeah. Geraldo, Charles, Williams, and Tripadelli, that's all fine. Casata and Masengo, Shortire, Ricalde, Chair, Scarlett. That was our best 11, really. The only potential changes would be the Greek guy coming in, but that was at halfway through the season. That's the only thing I could really say anywhere. And maybe Shortire missing out quite a bit of the season. You could argue Forson might be a bit unlucky. So accolades, I got manager of the month twice, November and February. Scarlett was the fans player of the season, the young player of the season. The sign of the season was the Greek guy. Goal of the season for Scarlett, as we've seen a moment ago. Top goal scorer in all competitions, Scarlett. Oh no, that's just in the league, 35. 41 in all competitions. Most goals in a match was Scarlett with 4. 14 player of the matches. We did break our record for highest transfer fee paid for the Greek centre back. Youngest goal scorer in Rue. And history in the making, your hard work and effort paid off on the pitch, and such a feat didn't go unrewarded at our end of season awards ceremony. So we win the league by a landslide over Bournemouth, who this year did manage to get promoted after their disappointment last year. So that is everything covered for the end of season. This is our overall best 11 as well. So Kelly is the goalkeeper. We haven't managed to get... Oh, that's odd. We haven't managed to get Effenberger in there yet. He will be. Bassi and Dickey, Barber and Falquier. So none of our back five are in there yet. Chair and Amos are in there, who are still here. Chair probably should be on the left wing. And then we've got Asai Samuel on the right. I mean, he spent a few years here, but I would have Shortire or even put Chair there and Masengo or Acaldes in there. Willock on the left, which is fair enough, and Scarlett up front. So, as previously discussed, we have 38.6 million to spend. I'm going to see if we can get a bit more of the transfer revenue before I agree any sales. Nearly 200,000, in fact, nearly 250,000 to spend in our wage budget. This needs to be a fun, and it's going to be an important summer. We've got a lot to spend, but we need to spend it right so that we can try and keep ourselves in the Premier League, of course, assuming nobody in the Premier League sacks their manager and hires us instead, or in one of the other top leagues around the world. Let's have a quick look at leagues in focus. So you wouldn't really expect maybe Sevilla might sack their manager if they don't get top 6. Again, maybe if Tottenham bottle it from there, but again, their manager's quite new. I don't think there's anyone there that would... Napoli might sack their manager, perhaps finishing 10th at the moment. Dortmund or Leipzig, perhaps Leverkusen. And Nice. We're not going to Nice. Perhaps even PSV could sack their manager. So we'll be on the lookout for jobs just in case, but we'll see what happens. As it stands, we've got a Premier League season to prepare for with Queen's Park Rangers. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like, comment down below where you think we need to spend that £40 million, and do subscribe if you are enjoying the series as well. Thank you very much for watching.